Welcome all for the happy learning on data structures and algorithm. Today we are discussing about the second module, and under second module we are discussing about the sixth session, which is about traversing, inserting and deleting the elements in an array. Already we have seen few basic operations that can be performed in the array in the last lecture video, and we'll see the continuation of it. One among that operation is the traversal. What is traversal? Here we'll be traversing each element exactly once. Okay, for any process, for processing of elements, we will be traversing exactly once in this set of an array. For example, here they have given 5 arrays: A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4 and A of 5. So we are storing 5 elements here: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here array traversal means that we are going to traverse each and every element in an array exactly once. So I will be traversing A of 1, which is 10, and I will be traversing A of 2, which is 20, followed by A of 3, which is 30, and A of 4 by 40, A of 5 by 50, exactly one. This is what array traversal is. We'll see what is the algorithm for that. Okay, while we traversal, we'll see how do we instruct a computer to perform this tree traversal. We use algorithm here. The algorithm is A. A is nothing but the array, name of the array, and LB is the lower bound and UB is the upper bound. So an array, A is an array with a lower bound, LB and an upper bound. So what we do here to traverse, okay, to traverse the current location of a current array will be from your lower bound to the upper bound. Okay, what you are going to do from your lower bound to upper bound, what you are going to do is you will be array of the current location. Okay, array of the current location. So when you traverse from A of 1 to A of 5, it is lower. What is lower bound here? A of 1 will be your lower bound. What is your upper bound? A of 5 will be your upper bound. So how do you traverse here? What is the you will be starting from a lower bound. So the current position will be A of location, that is A of 1. Then you will be proceeding until you reach the upper bound, until you reach A of 5. Clear? So each and every time it will be printing A of 1. It will be visiting A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4 until it reaches the upper bound, that is A of 5. Here, A of 5 is the example. We are taken the 5 elements in the array and it comes out of the loop. This is how array traversal is performed. Here is an example. We will be starting the same 5 elements we have taken. So in A of 1 we are storing 10, A of 2 we are storing 20, A of 3 we are storing 30, A of 4 we are storing 40 and A of 5 we are storing 50. So what is the formula here? You will be traversing from the lower bound to the upper bound. So what is lower bound? Lower bound is A of 1. What is the upper bound? A of 5. So you will be traversing, and each and every time when you traverse, that will be your current location. So for the first iteration, A of 1 will be your current location, which is holding 10. Then it will be continued until it reaches the upper bound. So until it comes to A of 5, it will be continuing the process. This is how traversal is. See here, we will see one more example. So they enter the length of array. So the array size is 5. So the indexing of array is A of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So when you traverse this array, what will be the output? You are supposed to traverse each element at least by once. Okay. At least and exactly by once. So you will be traversing 1, 2, 3, 4 until 5. This is how traversing is performed in the array. The next operation is insertion. What is insertion? To the already existing data in an array, we are going to insert one more data. That we call it as insertion. For example, take for a real life example, take the inclusion of an name in the electoral voter ID. What happens there? So those who have completed the age of 18, their name could be added in the electoral list. So that is an example for an inserting. So you have a data and you are going to insert an element into a particular location. Usually insertion is of 3 types. Okay, one is insertion at the beginning and the other category is insertion at the end. The other category is insertion at a specific position. Okay, so when I want to insert an element at the beginning, I give an instruction like that. When I want to insert an element at the last, I give an instruction to a computer using that logic. So in intermediate, I wanted to insert, I give the array location where I am supposed to insert. Okay, we'll see the algorithm for insertion. Okay, so insert is a keyword. A is nothing but the array of n. Okay, array of n is the size of the array. Then you are going to insert the element. Item represent the value of an element. Item represent the element what you are going to insert, and POS represent the position where it has to be inserted. Clear? These are all the terminologies we use in the algorithm. A is nothing but the array size. N is nothing but the number of elements in an array. Item is nothing but the data to be inserted, and POS is nothing but the where the data has to be inserted, the position where the data has to be inserted. Okay, the first step will be from you initialize your array I as n minus 1. Why do you say that? Since here we give the array size starting from the indexing 0. So from n minus 1 we will be continuing adding the incrementing the array value by 1. Okay, so a of I plus 1 will be your a of I. You will be carrying out this until your end of loop. Okay, when you give the position where it has to be inserted, you specify the a of position. Okay, if I want to insert an element in the 4th position, so I give in the array of 4. In the array of 4, I am going to add the item. What is the item? Item is nothing but the data I am supposed to insert. So when I give a of 4, instead of position I give 4, and what I do there? I insert my item. What is that item? This is actually an element. I insert an element in the array of 4. Okay, now what happens? My array size gets incremented. So my n is n plus 1. N is what is n here? N is the array size. Since I have inserted an element over there, I have to increment my array size by 1. That is why it is n is equal to n plus 1. See, we'll see an example here. Here we have set of datas. Okay, now we are going to insert 100 at the 3rd location. Okay, so initially what we have 10, 20, 50, 30, 15, 15, and at the 3rd location 50 is there. Now what I wanted to do is, I wanted to insert 100 in the 3rd location. So first step what I have to do is, I have to move that. Okay, first I have to move my existing element from a 3rd location to the next location. Okay, so what I do, I increment my array size. Initially it was 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it has to be 7. It has to be 7. Okay, so I increment my array size by 1, and then I insert my 100 at the 3rd location. So 50 moves from 3rd location to the 5th location. Okay, then I insert 3rd location to the 4th location, and now I insert my value 100 to the 3rd location. This is how insertion process takes place. See, one more example is, see here we have array of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we are going to insert the number 9 in the position 4. Okay, so what I have to do? Actually, I have to increment my array size first. First I increment my array size. Okay, initially it was 8. Now it has to be added, incremented with 1, so it becomes 9. So I allocate a memory for that. Then I insert that my element. I insert the number 9 at the 4th position. This is how insertion is done. Okay, next operation is deletion. Deletion is nothing but deleting an element from an array. We will take the same example. If a person is no more who was there in the previous electoral list, it has to be removed from the electoral list. That is done using an deletion operation. So see, here is an example. We have 5 element and I am supposed to delete 50 from the 3rd location. So what is the algorithm I use? First is same thing. A is nothing for the array name, n is the number of element, and the item, the data what I am supposed to delete, and the position represent where the data is stored. Okay, first is item is in the a of position. So what? Initially my item data what I am going to delete. Okay, we consider let it be in the first position. Okay, item is not the data what I am supposed to delete, that I am going to consider as the first position as that element. Now what I do, from the position from I is equal to position down to n minus 1, from the lower bound to upper bound, I am traversing. Okay, so each and every time it compares the item data with the it increments it traverses each and every element in the array. Okay, then what happens when I get the data what has to be deleted after it has been deleted, your size of an array has to be reduced by 1. Okay, if I have 5 elements in the array and if I am going to delete one element, it has to be reduced to 4. That is why it is n is equal to n minus 1. Okay, here we'll see an example. See, we have an array which is having 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, which is stored at the consecutive location. Since it is a linear array, we know that it is arranged in a sequential order. Suppose here we are going to delete 30, which is residing at the second position. Okay, we are supposed to delete 30 and that is residing at the second position. What we do is, we are going to copy that data 30 to an item. Okay, what is item? Item is going to hold the date element which has to be deleted. Now what we are going to do, from 40, where was the 40? 40 was in the third position. Now we are moving that 40 to the second position, since we have already removed 30 and we have stored that in the item. Okay, and we will be deleting that item. Okay, so we are moving A of 3 to A of 2, similarly A of 4 to A of 3. This is how deletion takes place. We'll see one more example here. See, we have 8 elements in the array. Okay, now we can delete in the two ways, either directly by specifying the element or specifying the position. Here I am specifying the position. So I want to delete the element in the position 4. So what happens, it is going to check the element in the position and it is going to remove and it is going to decrement the array. So when 4 is removed, 5 comes to the place of 4, 6 comes to the place of 5, 7 comes to the place of 6 and 8 comes to the place of 7. Hence your array is decremented by 1. This is all about your traversal, insertion and deletion in the array. Thank you all.